Google parent company Alphabet is the latest tech giant to slash its workforce.
Online retailer Amazon has confirmed a coming round of mass layoffs.
Microsoft announced Wednesday it would lay off 10,000 employees, or about 5% of its workforce.
That I take full responsibility for this decision. I'm the founder and CEO.
Imagine waking up one day ready to start your work as usual. You log into your office account, but instead of being greeted by a user dashboard, you see a message that says access denied. Confused? You try again, and with no luck, you try calling your manager, but no one receives the call. And then you receive an email from HR. It's short and to the point. You have been fired. And just like that, all of your office data is gone. No warning, no explanation, and no time to prepare. This nightmare scenario became the reality for thousands of employees working at most of the tech companies when the companies announced massive layoffs. Meta, Google, Amazon, Microsoft all have announced significant layoffs in the last few months. Let's start with Meta, which recently laid off around 10,000 employees after the company's earnings revealed that they were losing billions of dollars in their metaverse project. Even the company's stock fell by 70%, leading to the massive layoffs. Next, Amazon announced that it is cutting up to 18,000 jobs due to overhiring and over-expanding during the pandemic phase. Even another tech giant, Google, followed this trend by announcing that they are going to lay off 12,000 employees. There are other companies like Netflix, Vimeo, Spotify, and so many more that have already announced layoffs of thousands of employees. So everyone has the question about why these layoffs are happening. Is it due to the growth in AI that thousands of employees are being laid off from the tech companies? Well, the reason is COVID-19. But how? When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, many business and individuals around the world were forced to adapt to stay-at-home orders and remote work. This sudden shift in the behavior from office work to remote work led to an increase in the demand for technology products that help people for remote work, virtual meetings, online learning, and e-commerce. As a result, there was a surge in spending on tech products like laptops, tablets, webcams, and other remote work tools, as well as on e-commerce platforms, streaming, and online gaming. People were using social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube to spend their time inside the home. This sudden increase in the demand led to a massive boost in the revenue of tech companies. Google saw increase in earnings in the first quarter of 2021 as people stuck inside the home in the pandemic used more of its services. As the advertising revenue increased, Google's net profit jumped by $17.9 billion in just 3 months.
People are turning to YouTube. Our watch time has increased across the board. People are also looking for, our authoritative news content. Viewership on YouTube has increased significantly, compared to last year too. So in many ways, through the pandemic, people are using YouTube, and the trends are global across.
With the pandemic shifting sales online, Amazon did $108.5 billion sales in the first 3 months of the year, which is 44% increase than 2020. When a company experiences such a rapid growth, it is easy for executives to get overconfident and assume that the growth will continue forever. This led them to make decisions based on unrealistic expectations, mainly hiring more number of people than they actually need. However, as the economy slowed down after the pandemic, demand for products and services declined, leading to a decrease in revenue. All the companies that has overstaffed found themselves with high payroll expense than they can actually survive. In this situation, they reduced headcounts, reduced benefits, and cut back on other expense to stay alive in the business. To make matters worse, economy has been hard hit by inflation. Inflation, which used to be previously around 2%, has grown up to 9% this year after the pandemic. Prices skyrocketed and businesses are struggling to cover their increased expense. Google, Microsoft, and other tech companies have already informed around the world that they are going to slow hiring. Even Apple has plans to be more conscious about how it expands its workforce as the economy struggles. So what does this mean for future of work? Will job insecurity and uncertainty be the post-pandemic reality? As we navigate these challenging times, one thing is clear. Employees must be prepared to be flexible and adaptable to ensure they remain employable in the years to come. Thank you for watching. I am Aayush and you are watching The Inside Story.